chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the USC Trojans. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Trojans offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum.
Breaks into the open. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down after the 30. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it, but you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job of it.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds the big tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. New set of downs after the completion. On the ground, it's Sanders. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking downfield, it's Mayaba. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's talk for a second about NC State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And he won't quite get there. After that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Fires to the big fella. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Caught in the backfield, it's Anderson. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets into the 26-yard line? Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Makes the catch. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short. 1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, NC State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch, but to finish it with a touchdown.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. From the gun, the running back has it. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the 1st. Here's a quick check on the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Trojans are rolling down the field. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Throws to the tight end. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. It's complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I put my tight end in the slot to get a good matchup, right? And I throw these corner routes to him. Here's the good thing about being a quarterback. I can kind of underthrow those if I want. Those big bodies, they usually come back and get it, and they're so much more physical than the guys they're going against. Nice throw, nice catch.
After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Gets it out fast. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
And the quick shuffle pass. And they will score. Touchdown Trojans. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he makes the extra point. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun to give to the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Looking to the big tight end. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
And a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. Here's the return. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Jordan. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Sends it downfield. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tackle them before the half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down coming up. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. He slings it deep to the left. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't.
Unleashes one deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 36-yard line, and the running game making its presence felt.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To throw, it's Bailey. Fires it incomplete. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll give it to the back. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Using his legs to buy some time. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He's looking to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end and coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He'll do it himself. Got a little space. It's a seam right up Touchdown, North Carolina State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Shoots it to the left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Trying to move the sticks on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going up top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Smothers. Makes it past the marker. He's now got 78 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Snagged in the middle. It's Rogers. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Gets it out quickly.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field, too. But don't forget,
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Finds a spot in the middle. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The option look. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. We reach the break. It's NC State on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Right back to the well. Slithers into space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense doing their job getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
He's got it on the outside. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Smothers. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on 3rd down. To the air, it's Bailey. Here comes the heat. Finds his man, it's Anderson. Knocked out of bounds, they're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Going with the counter play here. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Gonna run it. It's Smothers. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And the Listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The short hands, it's Sanders. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel you.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Mayava. Grabbed over the middle, it's Jordan.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires to the big fella. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. No huddle here for the offense.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. Got enough space. Touchdown Trojans. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
And the returner goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's taking a deep shot. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Grimes. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wants to throw again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rodgers. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. He'll set up to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up, it's what you dream about, but now my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Pass is incomplete. They can't convert the 2, and the lead stays at 5. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Catch in the middle. It's Jordan. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.